Hello everyone, and welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns and our coverage of the NA Weekly Standard Randomizer races. Today on Restream we've got an awesome restream of Cola, Cariosa, Mr. Martin, and iCola. If you've seen the stack layout, you haven't because this is too much. Commentating to you, talking you through the seat will be 329th Inline and Goldfish. And this race is being tracked by T-Grenader, Ginger Sunny, No Pay Name Girl, and Teal Runway. So, with that being said, you two, it's all yours. Take it away.
Wow, Goldfish, how you doing today?
Good. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to NA Weekly. Should be getting underway momentarily. Just left George start the race now.
Oh yeah, I just realized. I actually had to start the race. I have to start the race for once. Can you believe that? Also,
wait, we're on time! We're on time!
Also, I am deeply sorry about... I just completely forgot to crop the streams today. I am sorry about that, folks. Just completely missed that. It will be fixed soon, don't feel worried.
I can't type in the race time room, but I can type here. On time! Actually, we're 10 minutes early. What am I talking about?
Well, this is going to be quite the race. 4 amazing players running today.
Yeah, couple top 32 and 2 that are high in the Challenge Cup. Okay. Wait, that's on the Fortress side! Child Fortress could be a thing!
What a spawn point to start this one out.
So for those that aren't aware of what I'm saying, you can logically be required with a spawn of this to kill the guard in Fortress to get the Grudo card so that the bridge is lowered for Adult to walk over and do GTG.
And Ocarina of Time is Requiem of Spirit.
Zora Tunic on Valley Crate. And Requiem OT, so this is most likely AD.
Yeah, and a Zora Tunic for free, so... It's shaping up to be a long night for everyone.
Oh!
Ooh!
Okay, that's big. So Cola and iCola got hooked shot off Valley, the other two skipped Hyrule Field Wath?
Yeah, that looked good. So...
Yeah, that was Hyrule Field Wath. It's not on Open Grotto, so it is explosive locked. It's in one of the Boulder Grottos.
Well, I mean, you gotta feel good getting a hookshot this early. That's nice.
Hookshot is a very nice item to have.
It makes skull collecting pretty interesting. We'll see. I'd imagine with an early hookshot, we'll see some runners prioritize skulls until they know better.
From what I've seen, you either do skulls or you don't. So, like, it doesn't depend on items. Some runners just hate skulls and will never do them. Oh, that was a bloopy on Ruta's letter. Okay.
I haven't even recovered from this starting point yet, let alone all this other stuff we've got going on. Alright, we've got Mr. Martin being the only runner so far to go over to the Kokiri Forest. And iCola is in Castletown. And Mr. Martin prioritizing skulls, there you go.
Yeah, Icola's going straight to Longmon. Market is not a high priority thing, but Longmon, you get the song, you get 2 easy checks, and normally that is followed by the Kokiri Forest. Just a different, it's kind of the S4 variation of the 3-song route.
I didn't catch that grotto hint. Did you see what that was for? Looked like Zora's river or fountain. I didn't catch it.
No, I didn't catch if it was a area hint. Yeah, frogs 2 ice arrows. I thought I saw ice arrows on something, but yeah, I haven't really seen Way the Hero besides Field or a Foolish. Okay, we got a bomb bag. It can get the Hyrule Field Wath if it's not ATZ Grotto. Well, that was a bottle in Mido's, I think. Yeah. Didn't catch if it was letter or not.
No, I don't think it was the letter.
Blue potion.
Saying no,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, DC Wath. With a logical bomb bag, okay. So we have hookshot bomb bag and 2 wasps behind the bomb bag. Uh-oh.
Oh, 50 skulls, iron boots.
Good luck finding your gold scale.
Is it too soon into the race for me to want to just take a seat and sob a little?
Oh, you're one of the people that doesn't like skulls.
I like skulls. I'm one of the people that doesn't like to torture runners on stream. I know chat loves to torture runners on stream, but
See, as a runner, I'm one that really likes skull seeds. I'm pretty good at figuring out how to route them in. Some people hate them, though.
well, like I said, if you're gonna have to do it.
Oh, hey! A free bug bottle. Courtesy of Longmont Ranch.
Well, like I said, if you're gonna have to do it, at least you have the hook shot.
The bottle hook shot. It's probably around 30, give or take, that are in logic. Wait, we have hookshot and GTG access. This could get really fun. Okay, Serenade on the Ranch. That's not necessarily helpful. Karios is the only one to check Lake Scrubs to get the bomb bag. No, we're getting Serenade off of Ranch, so maybe that'll push runners to grab the Scrubs when going back adult. Or going to adult, not back to adult. We haven't been adult yet.
Now I'm trying to remember which screen had the skulls hint too. Keep track of that in my mind.
This 50 Skulls hint was was the Child Scrub in Lost Woods.
That was Mr. Martin then, right? Grab that.
Martin, Cola, both of them have it.
Oh, and Graveyard Way the hero.
Graveyard Field DC.
All right, Goldie, it's definitely early on, but what's the worst news you've seen so far? Like, what concerns you with what you're reading?
Concern I've seen is the Requiem OOT. Like that's always one that can go either way, but it's always scary. We'll get a better picture when someone actually gets to Temple Time to check the head. but with Requiem OT, we know Spirit's going to be a medallion. It's very, very rare that you have Stone Spirit with Requiem OT.
Mr. Martin grab. Oh, not grabbing the Zortunic.
Yeah, Zortunic isn't very useful. And with Iron Boots on 50 skulls, you're going to have plenty of hearts.
See, that worries me about where Gold Scale is going to be, though.
That's something you definitely want to find if the Iron Boots are on 50, or... But, I mean, it's nice to know. Because it gets to a point, like, if you're just missing water access from Go mode, you just start rushing skulls.
Yep, there's Martin grabbing Hookshot.
Okay, it looks like Karios is going adult with this, and we'll probably take the bomb bag to field into DC, picking up the couple waths.
Ooh. Gonna skip on the lens there, Cariosa, but lens and the second prize for Bombchu Bowling.
We have not seen a chess minigame hint, so it's one check.
I don't know. This early on, I feel like you grab it. I'm terrible at randomizers, not just this one, but all randos. But I feel like you grab it this early on.
I mean, I would. It's a check, but it's something that if you want to just try and save, you know, a few seconds, saves time not doing Bombchu Bowling, and you assume chess minigame's dead. So what, Big Goron dead, Toilet had a small key, and I missed the other two. Ah! Foolish Wasteland. Perfect. Love it.
Well, at least the seed knows how to have fun.
Yep, Carlos' adult will get a pet check, and then we'll probably see what the field wath is and the DC wath is after a CAC visit. Possibly the graveyard wath too. Like, Carlos could just pick up a whole ton of waths here.
Here's that check.
Deku, Forest, Fire. Wait, excuse me. That's 3 vanilla medallions. Excuse you. The Burning CAC medallions are all vanilla.
That doesn't mean water.
Wait, Stone Spirit. The fuck? George! What? George! What did you do? So there are 2 checks blocked by AD. That's it. Well, 3. 2 in Spirit and 1 on the Arch.
I don't know, between the OOT song and then the spawn point, I'm stunned.
More the Spirit Foolish that's weird. Cariosa didn't look at field. Interesting. I'm assuming he has a hint. No, he doesn't have a hookshot. He doesn't have the hint. That's why he's not doing field. He doesn't know field is wath. Mr. Martin has a bomb bag and is in field. Okay, we can see what the way the hero and field is.
Oh, did Cariosa not grab the hook shot?
No, Cariosa didn't do Valley.
Oh, there's so much. I feel like going adult with the hook shot early is such a nice.
Well, he
a
went
nice
with the
way to
bomb
route
bag
that
to
in,
do
yeah.
DC. He just didn't check Valley.
Well, we'll see how this plays out. Hey, there could be really good value in DC.
Well, there's something in there. It's way of the hero. And with the bomb bagging full clear. Oh, there's light arrows.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I meant. I'm saying picking the different way of the heroes. Hopefully there's some value for Cariosa here in DC, because might be a while before we make it to the other side. No, that 50 Skulls Iron Boots is making me nervous.
Oh, come on! These hints are garbage! Foolish Castle, Foolish Wasteland? Like, you're better off not having foolish hints.
High Cola going for that child fishing. Gonna get some money out of this, which we haven't seen too much of early on, so money's not too bad considering where we're at.
Was that a way the hero in DC? I didn't catch it.
It was Way of the Hero, but I didn't see what it was. And looks like chat saying market, yeah.
Okay, so that's... Wait, market, DC, field... We only have 3, right? Graveyard.
And graveyard.
We have 4.
It could be a required logic for lens. Or it's that chess minigame. Ooh, Din's Fire. There we go. That's definitely has some wasp value there.
But it's Stone Shadow. Why, Seed? Why?
Stone Shadow is gonna be. Is that what's gonna claw us down today?
Well, the lens could be pointing to Spirit having something too.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. Oh, sorry.
Lens
Go ahead.
could be for crossing the wasteland. Well, I guess there's a song out there.
Well, fingers crossed we find something else in here for Cariosa.
Well, and with that child spawn, you're only magic and hovers away from, or magic long shot from getting to the wasteland song logically.
All right. Well, Cola is taking that Nocturne over to the graveyard. I think this is our first look at this area, unless I missed it somewhere else.
No, we haven't seen it yet. Does he have Dompe time? Yes, he does. Okay, so we'll get about half the graveyard done.
Hey, way the hero. I hear them say it on every stream. Full clear your way, the heroes. Alright, so we got Cariosa making some more progress here through DC. Cola keeps checking some stuff. Haven't seen anything turn up in the graveyard yet.
Wait, did we ever find the field moth? I thought a couple people were checking the bomb stuff.
I haven't seen anything, and I haven't seen
Yes!
chat.
Mr. Martin! Yes! Yes!
Oh! Dampe digs up a bow for Cola.
Oh, and Mr. Martin's opening up Girder Training Grounds. Yes! almost do all of GTG. And while you logically need, you know, hovers or long shot and magic to cross the wasteland, these runners don't.
Yeah, you can bury a bow underground. It works just fine when you dig it back up. So I hope to see some more runners head over the graveyard soon. It's the first bow we've seen.
It was on Dompe too, so you can't get his adult. Oh.
And the time. It's not only you can't get his adult, but you have to really line it up to go
you
over
have
there.
Sunsong. You have Sunsong Nocturne. That's not an issue.
I didn't even see us grab Suns. Or did we start with that?
That was the starting song.
Alright. That's why I didn't see it. Well, 19 minutes in, Karios is going toe-to-toe with our first boss, King Dodongo, up there in the top right corner.
Yeah, and we haven't seen anything besides that Dins.
It doesn't make you nervous, right, with Stone Shadow? Doesn't make you nervous at all.
I mean, I know to go to Shadow when I can, but it doesn't make me happy. Nervous, nah. Happy, nah.
Well, to be fair, I guess it could be for other Firelock stuff, right? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Although,
can.
no, Wasteland is foolish, right?
Oh, it could be... The Lens Way the Hero and Dins, it could just be something in Deep Spirit.
Ooh, there's hovers. And Mr. Martin grabbing that bow. Yeah, Foolish Water, I thought I saw that. Wasn't totally
Okay.
Sure.
Just the worst foolishes you can have in a seed. Okay.
And I didn't see anything else on King Dodongo there.
Swath.
So.
Have we seen all field except for ATZ Grotto? Is it high scale?
That's our first one. See, this is rough because it's with the hints it started out like it was going to be bad, but it seems like it's getting better. So I'm wondering where it's going to fall apart.
It's been getting better?
A little bit. That having the stone spirit was nice.
Is it?
Sorry,
like the stone spirit's like fine. It's probably not Requiem, but these Way of the Heroes and Foolishes are questionable.
I haven't seen anything come out of Hyrule Field that was Way of the Hero yet.
I think we've seen everything except ATZ Grotto. I think if I'm reading right, it's an ATZ Grotto. Oh, there's a Field and Windmill. Hope people don't buy one from the CAC market. Or not the CAC Bazaar.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much money this seed, so to be able to save it on something like that is nice.
I mean, you don't need a lot of money. And with the amount of scrubs that are turned off, it's not terrible.
Alright, well, Mr. Martin's about to get a peek at this lens here to see if Mr. Martin chooses to pick it up. I mean, I guess it is right next door, should you really need to go back there, but it makes me wonder if that's what that logical Way of the Hero is. And what's down there? Was that magic?
I think that was magic.
Better find that scale.
So 50's not in logic yet. Wait, bombs, hook.
Bow.
We don't. Bow doesn't matter when you have a hook. It doesn't.
That's
Well,
good.
well, it does one in forest, but you don't have forest access yet.
Yeah, Goldfish, correct me if I'm wrong, but Din's is gonna have to be guaranteed way of the hero because we didn't see anything else.
Din's
So,
is way the hero.
yeah. I'm wondering, I'm interested to see what else pops up in market because if not, you gotta wonder about lens, gotta wonder about chess minigame. I mean, it's early. There's a lot of chances for a lot of stuff to turn up places. Cariosa is gonna get some gifts from Dompe. Unfortunately, could still turn out to be something nice, but we know the real treasure that Dompe's hiding is digging it up as a child there. That's where our first bow that we've seen is hiding out. And yeah, we get a check of the little pup there. It's just a heart piece, so that's not going to be our market way the hero.
So checks left in market is it could be the lens, it could be on chess minigame, it could be on big pose. Ugh.
That's rough, especially with the knowledge of where magic's hiding out. Oh, we're going for a blind chess mini game here from Cola.
Something tells me we logically have to cross the wasteland. That's kind of what this seed is. Seems with the field way the hero for magic and the market way the hero with the lens.
Yeah, Cola going for the Hail Mary pass and pulling a rupee on that first left, so gonna need to do it the regular way. It looks like Cola is gonna go for that lens though. Yeah, lens wasteland crossing will make a lot of sense with our layout here.
Oh, we're going to get them weep skip.
Another DC way of the hero.
Arius going straight for ice.
Alright, Cola, come on down, collect your prize. You are the only runner who's seen the lens and decided to grab it.
Arius is freestyling the setup a little bit.
Oh, nice. Cariosa getting over that gate. Gonna be checking some stuff around Ice Cavern here. Meanwhile, we've got Cola and Mr. Martin both heading adult, so Cola the only runner to stay in that first Sphere Child run.
I think that first hint was hammer chest is key. Trying to get a glimpse at the underwater item. I didn't catch it. He must not have either. That looks green, I think.
Well,
that's in the right spot.
As I'm gonna let you know right now, I can't see that, so no idea what was down there. All right, well, Cariosa's giving us an Ice Cavern play.
Mm-hmm.
And chat dreaming up horrors. There's that Requiem hint again. And Mr. Martin, no doubtedly looking for the way of the hero graveyard here. Oh, Mr. Martin already has the bow. So no, Mr. Martin is full clearing the way of the hero then.
I guess we're just a strength away from Outer Lodging Forest.
Yeah, it's interesting once we find that strength, how early we had everything else that we would need with hook and bow coming up. Usually at least one of those is lingering just out of your reach for a while.
Also, can we talk about how ridiculous these spawns are? That you have GTG logic and ice logic in the same seed.
In some ways, it's nice because it really gets you to dip into some places that you maybe try to put off longer just because of the time it takes to get around. But on the other hand, it's kind of obnoxious because now you got to worry about what could be in these places. And chat pointing out that this could be a ZL in Ice Cavern Seed because of that spawn location. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's rough because it makes you think, do I really have to go through all of this? And we're not going to unthaw that for a Deku Stick. Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, we're still like one item away from pushing us in a real certain direction.
Oh, we're not far away from the RSV and logic that gets you magic. We have Lensway the hero. We have hover boots. It's almost in logic across the wasteland. It could very likely be ZL out in the wasteland. And that's why we have all these Way the Heroes, is to go get ZL. I know chat wants to see ZL on Ice Cavern, but
I feel like seeing ZL on Ice Cavern is like stopping at the world's biggest ball of yarn while you're driving. Like, you don't want to do it, but how often do you have the chance, right? I mean, it would be awesome to see it there just because. I apologize to anyone who loves the world's biggest ball of yarn and would drive all the way out there just to see that. I don't remember seeing adult archery. Did we see adult archery already? If not, Cola's going to be giving us a look at it. I know we saw child archery.
I think so.
Okay. And I speak a little prematurely there as Cola just missed that last rupee.
Oh, someone's saying that it has been checked, which isn't necessarily surprising either.
Good old Deku shield. All right, drum roll. What's on ice?
Oh boy. More stuff.
Well. It's been fun. I'll just cancel my plans for tomorrow morning. I don't know. Is Storms better though? I feel like it could pushes you to a dense location.
That doesn't necessarily mean well has anything.
No. There I go, trying to be optimistic. Icola grabbing that first scale. Really hoping to see another one soon.
Well, it's even more important with the magic as well. Like, water can wait for a while. You don't even have long shot, but...
Oh yeah, that magic is the priority now for those boots.
Not for the boots. Magic
I'm sorry,
doesn't
that's what I, yeah.
but for Wasteland logic. I mean, that's all we're missing to go across the Wasteland logically is a way to get that magic.
And Cola picking up Din's fire in the Dongo's Cavern. Not gonna find anything else in here other than a medallion, and we'll check back in on Cola as the disappointment sets in a couple of minutes. Cariosa's going back child, so fingers crossed that we make our way over to that valley, because Cariosa abandoned the hookshot there a little bit ago. Everybody else has picked it up so far. And it looks like Mr. Martin has the same thought here with a DC Way of the Hero. Cariosa doing the kindness and only getting a heart piece out of it as well. But at least the pup is home. Yeah, see, I feel less stressed about Shadow or what. It's just the idea of magic being Way of the Hero, and knowing that you have to get those boots to get to magic. So, and I don't think, and you can, I'm sometimes.
Well, you can do it with gold scale, but that requires it to show up, and also for 50 to not be as that far out of logic.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, if we don't see gold right now, I feel like most runners are assuming I have to get 50 skulls unless gold scale shows up, and I don't even know that all of our runners have grabbed the first scale. And I've seen it twice. I got one not checked out. Yeah, so there's 2 runners that have it, 2 runners that don't. But it just makes me think, that based on how the Way of the Hero works, and I could be wrong, so correct me, but because that is there can't be another magic, or there can. It just is irrelevant. Like, if you find it, great.
The other magic is in some way magic locked.
Okay.
Logically.
Yeah, I wasn't positive because I know sometimes things can just turn up, but I didn't know if it's listed in a Way of the Hero, if that means that you definitely have to get that specific one.
If it's a Way of the Hero, you are logically required to get that item to complete the seed. Logically. Now, in the case of magic, second magic 90% of the time is in shadow, so it's irrelevant. You need that first magic. Right. But there's times where you can skip Way of the Heroes because you can, out of logic, get the item that it's pointing you at, or not need the item.
Yeah, in other cases...
The market is very likely Way of the Hero for the lens to cross the Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
None of the runners are going to use the lens to cross the Wasteland. But logically, you need the lens to cross the Wasteland to beat the seed if that's what it's for. Wait, was that the other scale in River? Or
I did-
did I just totally miss that Lord Heart piece like a bloopy?
I didn't see another scale.
Okay. Some reason when Kairos was walking by, I thought I saw it as a scale, and I was very concerned.
That would be a game changer. That's for sure.
I figured we'd have already seen it, and people have already like freaked out about it, but I was just very confused when it looked like a silver scale instead of a bloopy.
Cola about to drop down, take on King Dodongo. Mr. Martin a few rooms behind that, and Icola kind of starting that, finishing up that first third here of DC. Yeah, it's DC on every channel, you can flip through. Cariosa is heading over to Child Zora's domain. I don't think we've seen anybody in here yet. This is all going to be new information.
Scale puts in logic. So even though he got here out of logic, it is logical checks.
Quite a few checks in here, so...
I wouldn't necessarily call two quite a few, but there's 2 checks. I think Martin's the only one who's opened up GTG, if I recall correctly. No one else has done it yet, but that looks like one of the more check-dense areas is going to GTG.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anybody else go for that, so I think you are correct. And having bow and hook, I mean, that's a good amount available to you going down there. The torch chest is just some money, so let's see if Cariosa gets anything for those athletic diving efforts. If not, kind of running out of places to narrow it down to here. Although we've got Mr. Martin and Adult Goron. We haven't seen this. Oh, and Cola. Frame for frame there.
Oh, and there's a lot you can do in Adult Goron. If you're willing to do logic.
Ooh.
Okay, there's strength. There's a more clear about of logic.
Well,
also talk about out of logic. You can do all of Adult Goron City out of logic.
It might not have been quite a few checks, but it's certainly a good one. That's the first strength we've seen pop up on the diving game. Which I feel bad though. I hope that we see Cariosa in the valley now. I was gonna say I hope that that doesn't take Cariosa further away from taking up that hook shot.
And Miss Murr has done the maze that the Cola is, and with hovers and bombs you can do all 3 checks. In Sunsong you can not even have to reset out of it. Yeah, now Mr. Martin's going over there. There's also a way to check the scrubs without Song of Time long shot. I should just say, with just hook shot, there's a way to check the scrubs. Not in logic, but you can do it.
All right, and Cariosa is taking flight there. Gonna be grabbing a hook shot.
Oh, chat's pointing out something I forgot. To open up GTG, you logically need case orders, child. Cole getting the scrubs out of logic. It's important to keep track of case orders because this is closed Deku.
I feel like normally if I found a free hook shot this late after it had been open for so long, I would feel bad. But given everything we've looked at, it really hasn't done much. So I don't know that I would feel that behind.
Having early helps you route in skulls easier instead of having to go back to some location. Song of Time! GTG! Oh, and the bigger thing with the hookshot too is that it says Fieldswath where your magic's sitting that you can't get yet.
Yeah, GTG continuing to look like it's got more in it.
Okay. Sorry, he's on Minuet. That's great.
Oh, there's Kokiri's sword.
There it is.
Yeah.
Cole, there's two. There's two scrubs there. Cola. Okay. Yeah, that's case order, so that does put GTG in logic now. That also gives you Deku to clear. So that's a progression. Oh, that's what, 3 more skulls than Deku.
And Mr. Martin being gently reminded that ZL has not shown up yet.
Got the hook shot, that's what, 4 over in Fortress Valley area. I haven't looked exactly at skull numbers. I think we're close, but I want to say 50's not quite in.
Low-key terrible at keeping track of skulls and when it's accessible, so I trust you.
The biggest thing is songs more than items at this point. Like, if you just opened up every song, then I think 50's in.
Yeah, that sword's definitely a big find. I think Mr. Martin might be hot on the trail picking that up next.
Cola and Mr. Martin.
And this is Cariosa's first run through Mitos. I didn't... This feels like we were here so long ago.
Well, he rushed the DC Wath.
Yeah. I mean, just the bottle.
Ooh, it looks like a VC crash. See the last time that he saved.
Hopefully recently. I'm not...
Okay, Cola gets a butter sword and sees the other scrub has nothing, so Cola is safe skipping it.
Alright, moment of truth here, Martin. Where are we at?
Well, he's adult. All that tells us.
Looks like chat saying Mr. Martin might have lost the DC play.
Not a ton of time if you can find shoes. Because then you can just open up the eyes from below and you only have... And you know, and Din's first chest, I think it was map chest, so it doesn't take too long to get back to.
Yeah, that's a spirit breaker. You hate to see it.
Cola in forest without the strength.
There's two more on the table, so if you're a Cola fan, I hope to see one pop up soon. And that was 23 skulls on Cola, so looking like close to halfway, at least for what's been collected versus what's available. I'm not sure what we've all seen, but...
Well, these skulls he's doing right here are out of logic. Because you don't have Minuet. Oh, and Force's Vanilla Forest Medallion. So it could be, you know, either ZL is across the wasteland and that could, you know, get a Minuet off of Composer Grave, something like that, or it could be Minuet for something like ZL on Prelude.
Oh, gets bailed out on a strength there.
There's a strength, Cole full clear.
See, I said, it's all those people in Team Cola rooting for that strength to show up. Yeah, I'm not sure which would be worse for the Minuet layout, given where what we're dealing with scales here for that magic. Mr. Mr. Martin regathering Din's fire here. And by no means does that crash put Mr. Martin out of this race. There are so many things we're still trying to piece together and figure out, so... Mr. Martin certainly a talented enough runner to make a case for this. Yeah, Gold, I kind of feel one of two ways on that strength find, because if there's nothing in Forest, not finding strength would have saved Cola a lot of time.
No.
Just to be able to come back here.
I mean, you're going to clear Forest anyway. The only way to speed it up is if you have magic and furores. And that's not huge time save. I mean, BGS will save a little bit of time too, but the time save you would get for having other items is not that much compared to having to run all the way back here. And being able to clear it and see what song's on Prelude is very, very valuable.
Well, then I'll just move over here and put my shoe in my mouth here, and good on Cola for finding that strength and being able to get this out of the way earlier. Yeah, not a bad call to just pick up Dins and head out of there. See someone in chat saying just come back when you have the choose to do it, like you were saying. So
yeah, it's so much quicker to come back with choose, because you know there's nothing there, and you're going to find choose before you ever need that medallion. It's a medallion that doesn't unlock a song. You need 4 to get into castle. By that point, you should have found choose.
And Cariosa finally grabbing that bow with Dompe digging here.
He could be coming to join Cola in Forest. Did he get the Kokiri sword yet? Because otherwise, people that have Kokiri swords should be looking at Deku play as well. Because logic or not, there's, you know, a couple medallions you can get up to.
I'm seeing it on the tracker there for Cariosa, so we'll assume yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Cola and iCola have it. Yeah, that's right. If Cariosa goes up there, it's going to be second strength.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with the Kokiri sword, that's GTG clearable. You have strength 2, you have bow, you have hookshot, you have song of time, you have bombs. Like, even in logic, it's full clearable.
There could be a lot of value in there. Plenty of checks.
There's not a song check that we can get without crossing the wasteland, right? They're all wasteland locked?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because you only need like a song or 2 to put 50 in logic. Maybe just depending on Fire Temple key layout, could put a number in logic. And we're not that far off. Prelude song is not in logic because we don't have Minuet. And Saria's song was on Minuet check. If we had Minuet, then 50 would be in logic. Write it up, Iron Boots are there. But the idea of logic at this point is for skulls, if it's an item, you know, that's kind of important.
Well, it's also it's good to know what the game intended, even if we never see it play out in front of us.
Sometimes. Like, if what you're missing to go back in logic you don't care about, like if it's minuet or a bomb bag or a slingshot or things like that, who cares? But if it's, you know, I might need a boomerang to be in logic, well, that's kind of a little more important.
Yeah, and at any moment, gold scale could turn up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got Cola just kind of getting ready to that last third of Forest Temple up here.
I mean, we have Case Sword, which gives you both Deku and most of GTG logically. So I wouldn't be surprised if in one of those two locations there's an item, and just about any item at this point should put 50 in logic.
Yeah, I feel like GTG over Deku for prioritizing. Be
No,
nice.
Deku first, because it's a medallion. And unless you're Mr. Martin, you haven't opened up GTG yet with the child kill, so you're going child anyway, you do your medallion first. You probably have to do both anyways, but get your medallion, open up GTG.
Ooh, there's fours.
Send the bow chest. Oh dear. Carson, go to fire. Oh. I want to see the Fire Temple Kilo to know about skull logic. Where's Mr. Martin going? Oh, is he going to the forest? Maybe a forest play. Yeah, he doesn't have stars yet. Okay, he's going to forest. Going to join the club. Oh, we have Song of Time, right? These scrubs are in Logic and Goron City. Not that they had anything, but...
Well, there's a mirror shield up there for Cola. So Forest has had quite a few nice things in it.
Yeah, but Spirit's a stone. What do we actually need for go mode? Long shot, hammer, rank letter.
Hammer, I completely forgot about hammer.
So 4 items.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Let's see, and we had, what? Field Wath is the magic. Market Wath's the lens. DC Wath is... Okay, so Din's Fire has to lock something, so there's still a Wath for that. Graveyard had a bow. And the song quite possibly could be Way of the Hero too. So we have one unfulfilled Way of the Hero, or Way of the Hero... I mean, Din's... We know Din's is Way of the Hero, but that isn't required, so it has to lead to something. And then we only have 4, so there's still a Way of the Hero sitting out there.
Yeah, I don't want to jump too. I mean, about the Way of the Hero for Lens too, because
I'm fairly certain you have to cross the Wasteland logically. Because I don't think there's a song check left in Logic. And the only one you can put into Logic is Wasteland Crossing. So then you need the Lens. I believe we've seen every logical song check, so I think it has to be, you know, songs. Wasteland is first song.
No, that makes sense. So yes,
I mean, it could be for other things, but man.
Yes, we could have a Rang or a Hammer hiding out in Stone Shadow. That would make sense.
Yeah. We have Nocturne, we have Hover. We just need that magic for Stone Shadow to be clearable? Okay.
And it's not like we can't find it, it's just kind of baiting you right there. Just a little too deep to grab. Yeah, we've got down there, look at the right, Ikola is going to be opening up GPG here.
Like, if going up, like, climbing fire isn't hammer locked, 50 might actually be in Logic right now. Like, it's that close. If I'm thinking correctly, that it might actually be, depending on fire key layout. Oh, we don't have a wallet. No, we have a wallet. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. Wait, did I call it open up GTG but not do Deku?
That is what it looks like. Well, yeah, finding that mirror show makes me worry that something is in Spirit. Do we have Spirit Foolish?
No. The Foolishes are garbage. Assume that everything has... There's no Foolishes this season.
Yeah, see, that worries me, that mirror shield. I know it's a stone, but... It's tough when you're missing, like, Rang and Hammer, like, those things can be anything. Except in the places that they open. Well, in an hour and 7 minutes here, Cola takes down Phantom Ganon, is going to pick up the Vanilla Forest Medallion. And we'll see where he heads next. And that's strength number 1 for Mr. Martin. Yeah, I'm surprised that Ikola didn't do Victory. But iCola is going to give us our first look at what's up here on the lab. I don't believe we've seen this yet.
No, I don't think anyone's done Adult Lake yet.
I've never been so disappointed to find free money.
I think at this point, Ico is going to be the first one in GTG. So that's what this play is leading into, is going out to GTG. Can do Fortress Roof. Can't do horseback archery, you don't have a horse. He did not get the strength from, was it diving minigame? So, can't do behind the silver block.
Wait, where was that first strength? Was it diving?
It was in Sword Domain.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep, that is where it was. Well, if there's value in GTG, hopefully it's somewhere iCola can grab, because the next set of runners to be heading over there are definitely going to have those strengths, at least one.
Harios has it, just I feel like someone else might have gotten it. I might just be confusing seeing people grabbing strength from Forest.
No, Cariosa has both of them, but I think our left runners are only on the first strength. Which it could take some time. That could be a very useful to have that second strength if the third one is strength locked, which it often can be.
Oh, speaking of horse.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's half of what we were missing, or that's the 50% we were missing for horseback archery. So.
Now, we have a way to cross to GTG as adult now, but you logically still have to open it as child. So that's fun. Oh, there's Greg. So what we've seen Greg, we've seen Winter Heart Piece, we know where ice arrows are at. I think chat said condom was somewhere.
That's in Mido's house.
Yeah, Mido. So we're just missing paperweight for no meme percent, but no one's going to grab the ice arrows, so no one's actually going to hit it.
Alright, Cola sees the lens, rolls around a bit, decides to pick it up. And iCola is indeed here at the fortress without either of the strengths that we have available to us, so fingers crossed for iCola.
Yeah, I mean, having strength 1 does nothing for GTG, so either have 2 or you don't have any. Doesn't matter. The big thing though is other runners doing force will have the horse to check horseback archery.
There's those chews. I think that's the first chew pull we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, you could buy chews from Bomb Chew Salesman, so we have logical chews, which actually give you a skull in logic, funnily enough. Having logical bomb chew access because you don't have a slingshot.
Alright, and the GTG play begins. So I gotta ask, Gold, given the fact that we have so many options for skulls if we can find, you know, like you said, a song or two puts it all together.
Well, except there's no songs to get. I mean, it could, I think, depending on Fire Temple key layout, it could be in Logic.
Oh no, I was gonna say, what would you rather find? Because if you find the skulls, then the scale is irrelevant. So what would you rather find here in GTG? Like, what are you holding out for?
One of the 4 items you need for Go mode: hammer, ring, letter, long shot. That's what I would care about at this point.
Well, I mean, that's a given. I was asking for just general play opinion. Out of the 4, what would you rather find? But I get it. Yeah, that's what you want to find. All right.
Hammer is the only one that really gives you progression to do. Like, water's foolish, so long shot you just need for Go mode. Letter and ring really don't do anything without the other. So, like, fire is the only one that gives you not fire. Hammer is the only thing that gives you additional things. Though hammer or long shot both would give you access. Either one would give you access to castle. So that would allow you to get 4 meds.
Yeah, I saw chat just asking about where Mir was. Cariosa is a couple of tiles away here from grabbing it. And Cola, the first runner to give us a peek inside Deku Tree here.
Okay, so we got a runner GTG and runner Deku, like the 2 big areas left that we haven't. Speaking of hammer, that's 50 in Logic. Without a question. That should be enough, because you can now full clear fire, and so that's should be everything. 3 items for Go mode. Just keep farming your skulls.
Well, we still
and
might
some
find
things behind Dins.
Yeah, we still might find something good in GTG at some point, but we can say for certain that Deku Tree hits, because that's that hammer.
Okay. That's Go mode. That's no mode. We're in no mode. Because Din's Fire has to lock something in that's boomerang. We're only missing the boomerang. Welcome to no mode.
Alright, so Deku Tree was the play.
There's nothing in GTG. Sorry to burst your bubble, but Din's Fire cannot lock anything in GTG. Whereas Rang is Din's locked. We don't know where, but we know it's Din's locked. So as Cola, you just start killing skulls and doing things that are Din's locked. Do we have logical sling yet? You are a terrible person. You are a terrible person for thinking of that. It could be, yes. There could be like 3 slingshots in Shadow. I think I've seen a seed like that. But let's assume that's for Boomerang.
Yeah, GTG could have a second scale. Or a second match. Well, no. Magic has to be. Well, it could be the scale.
Yeah, I can't have magic. It could have a scale, which saves you a few skulls at this point, but, I mean, I think a lot of the runners are already sitting around 30. And with everything else, like, you're going to find skulls just clearing your progression dungeons, and then following the... Guess you need it to get the magic. to go to Shadow to follow the Dins.
Well, the only thing left there is how deep of a rabbit trail does Dins take you to find that?
Yeah,
Right?
it can be quite long. I mean, all a Shadow, a good part of Spirit. Oh, we have Harvard Boots, so it can't be for Shadow 2. Shadow Trial 2. Could be for Graveyard Composer Grave.
Well, we can say for certain, Deku Tree. The place to be tonight.
So GTG had a big Goron sword. Yeah. If you do Deku first, you don't touch GTG at this point. Like, you know where everything's at.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I speak for everyone when I say the big run sword does not balance out the worth of what we found there in Deku Tree.
Mr. Nintendo, that's a great question, because if we find fire arrows, then we know it's behind Shadow. But we don't, but, I mean, at this point, it's highly likely that it's for Shadow has Boomerang. And we all know it's going to be Deep Shadow.
You might have a pop in here for a moment.
Not at all.
No, go ahead.
I just since it's been like well over an hour at this point, I just wanted to give a shout out to the people in the background that are making this stream possible. First of all, since it's always awkward to shout out yourself, just wanna give a reminder for people. If you're enjoying the commentary, go follow Goldfish and 329th in line. An awesome commentary team. I've been enjoying this so far. Also, give a, if I could spell the command right, give a lovely welcome to our trekkers who are working in the background, clicking the buttons, making sure that anyone hopping in the stream knows the current state of the match today. T Grenadier, Ginger Sunny, No Pain, Name Girl, and Teal Runway. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks as always, George. Huge shout out to everybody working behind the scenes to help make this awesome race so enjoyable for everyone. And a big shout out to our runners as well. If you've enjoyed what you're seeing here, please do give them a follow because they're always putting on great content on their personal channels, and it's just a great way to not only stay entertained for yourselves, but give support because they're working hard to make sure that we have something fun to watch. And it certainly is not disappointed as we continue to go through this. To Cola, Cariosa, Mr. Martin, and I, Cola, some awesome work on stream. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun to hang out with you so far here on stream, Goldfish. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it's been good commentary. As much as I hated the logic at the start of the seat, I now don't mind that Din's Waff. It's like, okay. Big beacon arrow to where the boomerang should be, if it's not for really, really bad slingshot stuff.
So at an hour, 22 minutes, you say that. I'm going to check back in with you when we find out just how far we had to go.
I mean, it tells me what I need. Like, as Cole, exactly what he's doing. You rush skulls, because you're like, I know everything I need to. I think that's at 35, so 15 more, that's not many.
Cariosa takes that
And
horse
you can
and
finish
bow to
off
grab
with doing a fire play. There's a few skulls and fire. You have hammer, you can finish it. I mean, depending on how deep the boss key is, depends on how many you get there, but
Cariosa's turning in the big foe. A disappointing heart goose. I think I saw chat point out that Cariosa's at 11 skulls.
ooh. Yeah, that's not going to help.
I didn't see it for myself, so I'm trusting chat. So maybe we're wrong, but
Wait, did that say 30 is a strength upgrade? Oh.
well,
I mean, not useful. We only need strength 1, because assuming the boomerang's Din's lock, there's... Well, okay, you maybe need 2 to climb spirit, but, meh. Strength 3 should be useless.
pretty sure it had to be there. There's ZL on Colossus.
Yeah, ZL, and then, probably means, Minuet and Composer Grave. So that's also Graveyard Wath.
Well, the only good thing about Strength 3 being so meh where it is you're gonna have the skulls because you're going to get the iron boots unless we see something else turn up in scales. So if for any awful unforeseeable reason that Strength 3 becomes required, logically, I mean, I don't even know that it can be with what we know, but
Wow, Cole is just running away at this race because no one's done Deku Tree except for him.
yeah, that was
Like,
the biggest
the other 3
thing
rounds
this
are doing
game.
checks like you normally do, like you're doing checks along the way, being efficient routing. Like, Cole doesn't care. He just needs skulls. He doesn't have to do checks. Until he's getting to Din's lock checks. Like, this is reminding me of a old S3 weekly where there was a hinted foolish Deku tree, but you needed to do it to get an item off of Light Arrow cutscene. Because back in S3 the key wasn't there was no boss key, it was just 6-med bridge. And some people got burned because they just never went to do foolish Deku tree to get their Shadow or Spirit Medallion. Same thing here, like, people just didn't do Deku Tree, and, you're just bleeding time if you didn't.
At the risk of putting my foot in my mouth again, what about long shot? It's not logically required to clear water?
Longshot was in Deku.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, there we go.
Hammer, Longshot, Letter were all in Deku Tree.
I only see. I heard you get hyped, but it was the same time that we picked up the letter. I didn't even see long shot. Oh well, never mind.
Like, I think it was the... So, Hammer was in the lobby, Longshot was above the slingshot chest, and was Letter in the compass room? I don't remember. Or is it just the first 3 checks for Hammer, Longshot, Rudos?
No, I think it was the first 3 because that's
Chat say the first 3. Okay, yeah.
that is the slingshot room. That's where letter was.
Yeah.
Where it comes
Okay.
down. Yeah.
First 3 checks in Deku, 3 progression items. Oh, okay. Thanks, Seed. Deku Tree's way the hero. I think we figured that out. What's it for? Yes.
Mr. Martin at another fairy fountain playing ZL without ZL. Second time tonight. It happens. See, that puts it all. I didn't see the long shot pickup. That's why I was wondering where that came from.
God. Where everything else was in the seed was. So it looks like Cole just peeked to see where the magic's at. I guess that's why he was still doing checks. But, yeah, go do skulls. Do skulls.
All right, I see the bot going up. Chat, getting to work here. Where is this boomerang hiding? How deep do we have to chase the Din's rabbit trail here to find our boomerang? Gold, do you have a thought where it might be?
I mean, I put my bet as... Oh, I didn't do bet, but...
Oh, I see it. There it is, yeah.
I haven't seen a... I'm not exactly sure how many skulls Cole is at, but... Can't get 2 here. He hasn't done any of these. Chat's saying 40, so we need to get 10 more. Okay. Couple here, he can get the one crossing the wasteland out of logic, and what's ETA for Cole finishing? That depends on a lot of things. That depends on how deep the boomerang is, how deep the fire BK is, how deep the water BK is.
Yeah, that's the problem with where we're sitting right now, is there's a lot of variables in how it wraps up, but we essentially know that it will wrap up. I mean, it always does, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, we know where to go, it's just a matter of
Yeah.
how long do you have to spend in those locations.
It should be no mode. Heck, depending... Wait, we still have to... Okay, water BK is probably ZL. No, we need ZL to get to forest anyway, so that's that problem solved. I was thinking why we had... if we actually need ZL, because depending on where water boss key is. But it's required to get forest access. That's the simple answer. But depending on water boss key, you could actually get away without ever picking up ZL this seed.
I don't know. I have a feeling that boomerang's on Bongo Bongo, so you will need that. I'm thinking we need to take the boat ride. Yeah.
It looks like Cola doesn't have ZL. Actually, I agree with this. I wouldn't even go pick up ZL until you're like wanting to go do water, because what you can do is just if it's deeper in shadow, you can set forward wind, then go grab ZL, and you can check water before crossing to see if you actually need to grab it. Yep, and now he goes to fire, which will get 4th medallion and skulls, and he's pretty close to hitting the 50 mark. Chat talking about Graveyard Wath. We already saw, I think I saw someone in Composer Grave. Not sure though. I could have sworn someone was doing Flame Storage and I had nothing, but I can't think of what the song was.
It had to be Icola, because Icola's the only one who has ZL. I think Cariosa just got it.
Hmm. Trying to think what Donkey got there, but I mean, I'm assuming Minuet. Yeah, it actually has to be Minuet in there. Because we know where all the other songs are, and it's where on Burning Cack.
I can't believe how much stuff is in Deku Tree. That's crazy.
New Deku. Like, if it wasn't closed Deku, like, runners would already be in Go mode. Not No mode. Like, that's how crazy Deku Tree was, and how much you get thrown into progression with Open Deku.
Well, there's your BK for fire.
Oh, early BK. That's nice. Yeah, DXR point out in chat, Kokiri Sword is Sphere 1. Like, it's not even a late Deku Tree. You could have been a Deku Tree Child 1. Except, no one got Kokiri Sword Child 1 and then went into Deku, like... If you got the Bomb Bag from Hylia Scrubs and then got the K-Sword in Lost Woods, you would demolish this seed.
Yeah, if that's how you played it, you're sitting right now with your feet up because you done a while ago.
Not necessarily done, you just have to collect all those skulls, but... You're sitting pretty to do a real quick time.
Well, Mr. Martin just picked up with what I think was 28th skull. So.
Ooh.
I am honestly surprised to see Cariosa all the way here in Spirit going through this when we do have...
Spirit can actually have the boomerang if Dins locks a key. Or it could just be on a firelock check too and Dins just locks boomerang directly, but we could very well see Cariosa pick up the ring if he knows various tricks around fire sources in Spirit.
Well, Icola just got the hint. Deku Tree is Way of the Hero. Right behind the Deku Tree trunk, so heading into Deku Tree and about to be equal parts happy and frustrated is Icola here. Yep, so I'm gonna get a quick 1, 2, 3 here.
Wait, that's 4 keys already from Cariosa. Dins might actually not lock Spirit Temple. You might already have the boss key too.
Yep, there it was. There was long shot.
Hey, Kola near CAC, so might be closing in on 50 skulls. I know he was in 40 a little bit ago and has gotten a few since. Couple on the right side of DC here. Also, Karyo has found all the small keys. So the only 2 checks in... Okay, there's 4 checks in Spirit. Can be 2 on Child's side and the 2 magic lock checks that Boomerang can be. Otherwise, it's very much Shadow has the way the hero. I think that said 47 for Kola.
Definitely close. And I think I call it. Did that say 18? Please tell me that didn't say 18.
Oh no, oh no.
Right, here we get another look.
We'll get another look. I hope it didn't say 18. That's not good. We haven't seen the other scale show up. Well, it can't be in Water Temple.
Oh, 32.
Oh.
All right. I don't know what I saw.
Okay.
Well, besides the fact that I need to get my contacts updated.
I don't know, for some reason you said 32 and I saw like 12. It's like, okay, that's not right. So apparently neither of us can see skull counts.
That's all right. Chat's saying, yeah, 18. So we all saw what we were afraid of. Take a sigh of relief there for Icola.
So Mr. Martin has 26. Someone says Kairos is only at 21. Oh boy.
Yeah, so Cola with a huge skull lead. Icola on the right track though, so
Well, it
picking
helps
up.
that recently he's just been rushing skulls, 'cause that's all he needs to do. It's going back Child, which is kind of unfortunate. You'd have liked to grab the last 2 as Adult and just get your magic, go to Shadow, get your Boomerang. Oh, the GV skulls, if he hasn't done these.
I think this is our first look on Mr. Martin's side at horseback archery. Not that it's going to have anything too important, but
Yeah.
just some bomb chews.
Okay, so I think Cola's last 2 is this Bean Patch and the one on the lab.
Yeah, there's the 25th for Cariosa.
Halfway there.
And we're also kind of running out of places where gold scale could end up being available. We've seen a lot of what's available across all 4 screens, so.
Ooh, Cole is struggling to get the jump slash. Oh, there it is. 50.
1 hour, 43 minutes. When Icola's grabbing the first strength that Icola's seen.
Oh.
I forgot Icola didn't have any strengths.
Yeah, he
It's
didn't get the strength from Forest, just YOLOing it, but yeah, he's going to do Forest now. And he can do Fire after, like, he'll catch up. I mean, Forest does take a little bit, though. Mr. Nintendo, that doesn't work. If it's Dins for Slingshot, there's 3 Slingshots, and they all have to be locked behind Dins. That's why it's very unlikely that it's for a Slingshot, because it would have to lock all 3. The only locations we really haven't seen that are Dins locked is Shadow and Vortex and Spirit.
All right, Cola going into the Skulltula house, going straight to the. Going to be picking up strength 2 for Cola, and there's those iron boots.
Yep.
Hour and 45 and a half. Honestly, not bad time for 50 skulls.
That is a very good time for 50
Yeah.
skulls. Considering you already have 4 dungeons done too. That is really good. Like, yes, Forest has 5 skulls, but just... it takes a long time to clear that dungeon.
Yeah, no doubt. That is a really good time. Well, I think you said it right at the beginning of the game. You know, there are some runners who just prioritize them, but as Cola gained more information, I think was kind of already on the path for picking them up anyway, but...
I mean, after he did Deku, when he finally checked Tech Grotto, all he did was do skulls. From the point he checked Tech Grotto to now, he was just finishing skulls. Because he realized that this should be it.
We did all that collecting so that we could sink to the bottom here and pick up the only magic that we've seen. And that is in a Way of the Hero Hyrule Field, so that is going to be our Way of the Hero.
Battle. Prelude. Oh, he thinks that it could be chess minigame?
Chess minigame. I'm
Can't
wondering, is there a possibility, and tell me if I'm wrong, is there a possibility that he's thinking vanilla boomerang, and if not, set 4 hours and come back? I mean, I don't think it can be that because we know something has to be on Dins, but I'm just wondering if that's... No, he's got the lens out, so...
Yeah, I think this is... he's doing the market walk, not realizing that you need the lens to go across to get ZL.
No, something has to be on Dins.
Yeah.
And from what we know, what's available, it's got to be that Rang, even if it's not directly on Dins. It was just there by path.
I mean, ZL probably locks Water Boss Key, but ZL is way the hero to get into Forest. It's
Karios
that
is
simple.
I say Karios is up there in Deku Tree and going first thing we're gonna find, about to find the second, and then the third. That's a big blowout sale there in Deku Tree today. all
people
y'all that
guessing
said left
chat.
first.
Most of our left. Right, left. Everyone's out. Look at that. Nope, but no one's going to have the opposite either.
Well, Karios is grabbing that 3 for 3 here. Just gonna go ahead and clear Deco. So let's see, what was it? Was that stone?
I didn't catch it. But it might have been the stone.
I think chat is saying it was stone, so there you go. There's your
There's mean percent no mode. Oh dear.
That hits in a special way, doesn't it? I believe the term is oof. Well, I would imagine Cola is going to be double timing over to the graveyard and going to give us our first look to Shadow here.
It's either shadow or water. Both are, yeah, water. I would agree to this. The idea here is you check the first 3 checks in water that you can do without ZL. And if you don't get a boss key, you go across and you get your ZL. Actually, if you get 2 keys, you can even do the Dark Link route without ZL. You can do boss key without ZL. There's a number you can actually do, but now I'm thinking about it. But depends on key layout.
I forgot Cola didn't grab ZL.
Nope. We're going to see if you actually need to grab ZL here. Why not get ZL first? Because why do you need ZL? You're spending a couple minutes to go get ZL for something that might not actually be needed. So check first if you actually need it. This doesn't lose you any time by dipping water, because you're going to do it anyway. Yeah, we'll know a lot based on the next 2 checks, because you can. This is the second non-ZL locked one. You can do cracked wall without ZL, out of logic, and then all the other stuff you can do out of logic. You need 2 keys for. Well, we got 2 keys. He didn't go for cracked wall. Oh, does he not have shoes? Oh, that's an oof. Mark
think the
picking
only...
up CL. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only chews that we've seen, I think, were in the
Yeah,
outside
Fortress
Spirit.
Roof.
Yeah, so
Fortress Roof is the only chew pack I think we've seen in the race. I mean, you could always buy them. Some runners have wallets, you can do it from Carpet Salesman. Otherwise, you have bomb bags, you can do it from Night Market. But it won't matter unless Boss Key happens to be there. Oh, there it is. No ZL. I mean, you logically need ZL because that's 5 key locked, but nah. Just go out of logic.
yeah, now it really only matters about that rank placement.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot exactly ZL locked in Shadow. Especially with the Floormaster hinted dead. There's only 3 checks. Exactly. Alkaline. Go to Shadow. Find Boomerang.
Yeah, Mr. Nintendo, I was just about to say, it's very few and far between that I see a seed where you can completely skip ZL.
I mean, there are some seeds here and there where you might pick it up, but you might not use it. But it's very rare where you don't pick it up ever. So a lot of times you just happen upon ZL.
No, I got this feeling that it's going to be on Bongo Bongo. I don't know why.
Definitely could be.
Chat's holding out for AD here. Well,
I
moment
guess we're
of
shooting the
truth.
sun. Did you forget about the Din's Wath in DC? Oh, there's shoes. That's funny. Oh, good one. No, Cole, this isn't Nocturne. Cole, this is GTG. Oh, no, no. Did Cole forget? He's going to GTG. Oh, Cola. Well, he's going to get Big Goron Sword. And ZL.
And more chews. Well.
Oh, I guess other riders have a chance to catch up.
Yeah, it feels bad. I mean, not just because of the obvious, but Cola had done so well to prioritize finishing this seed, and grabbing skulls was so far ahead on the skull count, and he's now going to lose a good bit of time, especially because of the Stone Shadow. That idea of, like, if you're not thinking Dins and how to put all that together for Way of the Hero, then I don't know how long you put that off.
Like, I'm assuming you've seen DC Way of the Hero. I forget where the hints were at, but I thought they were relatively en route.
I think it was pretty early on that we were seeing it, so...
Yeah, I know we saw one early. I don't remember where, but I figured it was en route.
Chat pointing out, you know, it could be a Firelock check in Spirit. It could.
Yeah, but look, he just checked Hammer Rocks.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
check Hammer Rocks if you are rushing Din's checks.
No, Cola definitely does not think that it's a Dins, but could get bailed out.
I think he's stuck on the Market Way of the Hero. It's like, oh yes, lens, or... Because he checked chess minigame, but not realizing the DC Wath for Dins is telling you where to go.
Yeah, and there was nothing else in there. So it's not even like you could be sidetracked on something else. Like, there was literally nothing in DC except Dins. Also, yes, happy 2 hours. Haven't seen another runner's skull count in a little bit, though, so...
Well, Karios is about to kill one. 39, 38 for Icola.
Clawing back here. And Mr. Martin in the right place. Going 3 for 3 in the Deco Tree.
We got a moment?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
since it's happy 2 hours, everyone, just want to once again remind everyone of who is all making this stream possible. First of all, give a lovely follow to all of the people bringing on the show today. The runners, first of all, Cola, Carios, Mr. Martin, and Icola, for volunteering to have their feats broadcasted and commentated by our lovely commentators today, Goldfish and Freaking F Inlight. I couldn't find in the Discord overlay there for a second because you have numbers at the front of your name. And also a lovely shout out to our trackers today who are making sure that anyone who joins the stream knows what the current state of the match is. T Grenadier, Ginger Sonny, No Pain, No Goal, and Teal Run Rate. Thank you so much.
And a big thank you to you, George, too. Thanks so much for putting this all together.
I'm one of these people that like puts way too much effort into like restreams. I have I should show you. Oh, hold on. Let me screenshot this and put it in OBS. 1 second. Right, I have to like hold up. Okay, it's because what I did is I set up like an audio chain to make the game audio sound very nice, right? So I will quickly show you all this, what I have set up right now. If we have something to talk about right now, just interrupt me, okay? Just making sure I don't interrupt any like important discussion.
Okay. We haven't seen a Martin skull count. We saw the Karios and Icola are both near 40, but when he picks up the skull, I might shout it out quick.
Right. So this is my filter setup right now. I have 4 compressor sidechained right now, each staggering up, all one from keeping going up all the way, just so the game audio sounds nice. But yeah, that's a little bit of a technical, you know, behind the scenes talk there.
No, that's a lot of work to put into something. It's not easy to dial those in. And I know that chat appreciates it. Unfortunately, George, when I comm, I can't hear game sounds, so I don't get to enjoy the beauty of your work, but...
What do you mean?
I'll go check the VOD.
You can have games...
Oh, just the way my stuff is
sound?
set up. Yeah, no, the way my stuff is set up, I don't.
Oh, can you not like click the commentary page?
Yeah, you can.
Or are you like watching from something that like has no audio output? I mean, I'm confused.
I don't want to get sidetracked on this too much. I run 2 different interfaces, so my computer audio is in a different interface. So if I want to hear my own mic, I have to be in the other interface.
Ah.
But 31 skulls for Martin. 32
Oh,
with that.
32. 32.
That's still a ways.
And no, we have not seen any inkling of this other scale. So
No.
it's deep shadow at this point.
I mean, it could be well, it could be castle.
You don't want it to be somewhere you could have gotten to, though. That doesn't feel good. I mean, granted,
Eh.
it didn't save you that much, but 50 skulls is still 50 skulls. So
50 skulls for me isn't too bad of a check. If you can get, if it's not like 50 of 50, you can get the skulls. And like if you do Deku Tree early, all of a sudden you're just sitting there. It's like, oh, I'm in no mode. Like I'd rather just go rush my 50 skulls than like searching high and low for a gold scale.
yeah, that's true. You know what it is. You just have to put in the resources. That's a good point. Well, with that kill of Goma down there on Mr. Martin's side, that's all 4 runners having gone to Deku Tree and gotten the goods out. And I think Cariosa, was that 40? Was that 41?
Yeah, both Cola and Karios are on the 40s. And I know Karius has already climbed Spirit, so we don't see much from Kola. He does have fire, so he can check the 2 firelock checks, because Karius didn't do those. See how high he actually climbs.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing of it now is, does it take Kola? I mean, still has a sizable lead, but if Cariosa remembers about the Din's way of the hero, well then, it's a matter of just where do we end up first? Do we collect the extra 50 and then get down there, or does Kola full clear what was available and head over to Stone Shadow? Anyway, just stumbling upon it, because from what we can tell, Kola is not thinking that Din's is leading anywhere, so might get bailed out though in these fire checks. Of course, chat, you're still hoping for all dungeons. I wouldn't expect anything less. And I mean, I will say it feels bad for Kola, definitely, but it's making it it's making kind of an edge of the seat race as this is coming down. Be interested to see how this all comes together. I've seen a few people in chat throw up I just want to find rank so I can go to bed. So Kola's making sure you stick around for all the action here.
Yeah, I mean, Icole and Karios are getting close. Icole at 4 meds, Karios will be there soon. Water Temple not too far away. They're both, 40 plus skulls.
Yeah, and 2 hours of 50 skulls is still, still a respectable time to be grabbing in that much of the game. Skull routing is it's important practice, that's for sure. Alright, well, some new information coming up on Cola's side. Karyosa getting liked.
Looks like 44.
Yeah, it was 44. Alright, here you go. Cola. Well, it's a wooden stick, but it's not the right one. It's not bent enough. Correct me if I'm wrong, there is one more fire check, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, my heart.
And with this key load, it's only fire locked because Din's fire locks Requiem. If you have 5 keys, those checks aren't actually fire locked. Doesn't happen often. And it really only happened this seed because you can't get Requiem. Ah, yes, a bomb bag.
It starts with the right letter. Not gonna do it for us, though.
2 letters, but no, we knew Spirit wasn't magic locked from Karyosa's dip.
Yeah, I see some speculation in chat. This is what I'm a little worried about, is does Cola think, like, what does Cola think from here? Because Stone Shadow only makes sense, you know, in an all dungeon scenario now, as far as venturing over there. There's a lot of checks, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
$45 on iCola. Closing the gap.
Yeah, this will be 46. Mr. Martin, I mean, got put behind because of that BC crash and still playing catch up. I mean, at this point, Karyosa and Nikola have practically caught up to Cola.
Yep. And again, like you said a few times, especially since Karyosa's already been through Spirit. And I would imagine, well, I would hope that Karyosa and Icola make the play immediately over to Shadow after getting this. Picking up magic with those boots.
I mean, the one thing is Cole will save a couple checks in Water Temple from a normal clear because he didn't have ZL when doing it. Where normal clear with, you'll put Dark Link off till later, normally.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about the water routing.
So it saves him a couple checks, but that won't make up the time if the other runners know where Boomerang's at. Or where it should be.
Yeah, and you see as Cola continues to dip through that it's just gonna take him longer and longer to get out of here and get to where he needs to be.
Unless it's AD.
Well, I mean,
maybe,
chat's been asking for it for the last 2 hours, so.
It's 2 checks in Spirit compared to... Is it 14 in Shadow?
That sounds right. I wouldn't bet my car on it, but that sounds right.
I want to say it's 12 or 14. I think it's 14.
I was thinking 12, but
It might be
it might be 14, and there's your big key for
Spirit.
Spirit, so. Mr. Martin at 40. So, despite the VC
Catching up.
crashes, yeah, really putting in the work here. Oh, 41. Lot to grab around here at night, so.
Oh. Yeah, he's not too far out of the running with that. I mean, still has a few dungeons to catch up on, but it really comes down to, do you realize that Din's is Wath and go Shadow for the boomerang? Because if you do, that's time you just make up on Cola.
Well, I mean, time will tell based on what we see Cariosa and Icola do, because as soon as you see Dins and nothing else, I mean, we've known that DC was way the hero, so I'm very surprised. I mean, it's a long seed, you're running a lot, so there's nothing to be said
That's
for,
50 for Icola.
But there's something to be said for, like, you know, just your brain forgets the, you know, you're working so hard to put the seed together, so I totally get that, but, I mean, there was nothing else in there. So is that 47? Is that what that said, or 49?
I didn't catch it. I know Icola is about to get the arm boots, get the magic. I kind of want to see where he goes next.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to make or break a win here. Okay, so it was 49. So Karios is at 49. Mr. Martin just picked up another one. Has to be in the mid-40s by now because grabbed a few at nighttime cac. So this is all kind of zipping up together nicely. And it's going to be a tight run for the end here.
Icola has a slight lead over Cariosa, and I say slight. Cola, it's hard to say where he's at. It depends where he goes, because he still has water ahead, and with, you know, Bosky and Darkwing, that is a chunk of time.
Yep, that is 50 skulls. Cariosa is right behind. They're kind of trading door entrances here.
Oh. Where's Icola go? Oh, to get the magic, right. First things first, get the arms, get the magic.
Might as well grab the strength while you're here. Well, in Cariosa and Icola's defense, I think you'd be surprised to know that, you know, one of your competitors completely rushed skulls from the beginning. You know, although maybe you feel bad when you see everything
The
goes in
50
Deku.
hit was early.
Yeah.
The big thing was Deku Tree.
Yeah, that was
how
the
long
play.
people put that off. Like, the seed gave you the 50 skulls early, and I mean, are you really going to count on finding a gold scale over just, you know, doing skulls? Carlos killing a big foe.
Interesting.
Or not, no, Cole killing a big foe. I did it backwards. Carlos is just running.
I guess grab your magic and check
Cole
big
is
pose.
done with spirit. What's the play? Where are you going? Ocarina? Thinking? That's Nocturne. Cole could actually still pull it out.
And we've got almost frame for frame magic pickups there from Cariosa and Icola.
Yep, okay, so Cole is back in the lead.
And quite a lead for the water play, so it's not small.
Okay, Kariosa got the magic immediately to water. Ikola turning the big poke. Kariosa is now past Ikola.
Yeah, chat pointing out, Cola may just be going here for the all dungeons play, and is hopefully what we assume is to be pleasantly surprised.
One of the more dense locations. It's just like, and it just happens to be following the Din's way to hero, whether you realize it or not.
Never gonna argue with stumbling upon what you need.
And no, you're not going to be sus of AD in a seed like this if you didn't realize that Din's Fire's way to hero, because you could, you know, go to Well or Castle instead, which are way better than 2 checks behind AD. Unless you're just deciding, like, you know, screw it, I'm going to play, like, Crazy Man today and just yellow AD, whatever it is.
Well, I would say that's probably not what's going on, since we saw Cola make very strategic plays for what he needed. Hanging on the edge of my seat here for Cola, though. Every check in shadow could be the end of it. Yeah, Cola's routing without ZL was a lot nicer. It's gonna take Kariosa and Ikola a good amount of time to get all the way around to grabbing that big key. In the meantime, we've got Mr. Martin making some progress through fire. Maybe getting a few skulls in here too.
I mean, not too many with the boss cat earlier, unless you want to climb for skulls. Which is generally quicker skulls than climbing all the way to the scarecrow chest.
Yeah, Gold Chat pointing out that there's still no slingshots have shown up.
I mean, no one's touched well. There's a lot of checks there.
I'm surprised. Once we got storms, I thought I would have seen somebody go down there.
Kariosa's onto the block push water. Ikola has done the right side. Okay, so going boss key. Going through normal routes. Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's go mode.
Well, chat, sorry to watch your dream for AD die.
Invisible blade right. So even after delaying Shadow, Cole looking in a good place to possibly take the weekly.
Yeah, if we get a chance to interview Cola, we'll have to ask about, did we go to Shadow for density, or did we start to put the pieces? Be interested to know what Cola was thinking. But nonetheless...
Yeah, everything made sense until after water, and then I got confused.
Well, I was going to say, nonetheless, the routing and play of Cola early on gave him enough of a ledge to stand on that he had time to, make a play like that and still recover from it, so... And yeah, that's a not hard required ZL.
I mean, many reasons why ZL was logically required, but you could get around them.
Yeah, that's true. So lens was required for crossing for ZL, which was not hard required. Logically required, but...
Yeah, so the lens was required logically to cross, to get your ZL, which locked both minuet for forest access and keys for Dark Lake access.
I mean, it was an intense seed for sure. Cola just having to take a dip here into the belly of the beast. Grab the medallion down here. Can go ahead and head on to wrapping this one up.
And there it is, first place, Floosh, 226.
GG's.
Yep. Can't say I'm surprised someone off Restream one with there definitely being ways to have a better route through the seed. But I mean, these runners are keeping good pace.
Well, it makes you wonder where Cola would have finished up, going straight. I wish I remember what time Cola was done Water Temple.
Crossing the Wasteland, Spirit Clear,
Oh no, what time, I mean, on, like, where we were at, like, I don't remember how long he was...
I mean, I don't know the time.
Chat saying 145. I'm not sure if... Yeah, that's rough.
$143 irons. Yeah, I think Cola would have finished first if he went straight to Shadow after water. It would have been close, but I think he had enough time. If it was 145, like, that's over half an hour, and doing a little bit of Shadow water with the way he did, and Jabu go mode.
Yeah, such a good water routing. And Karyosa gets water, big key.
Yep. I mean, it's a good time for 50 Skull Seed, yes, but I mean, if you do Deku early, you could be in no mode by like an hour. And if you have an hour of just doing only skulls, you're going to get there pretty quick.
Oh, Morpha gets away from Karyosa there. Yeah, for all it's said and done, I think when we started it looked pretty nasty, but with a lot of stuff condensed into one place, and then just the skull hunt, really, it was not the worst seed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Ikola just got the Water Boss Key, Karyosa just finished Morpha. And Mr. Martin now back in DC cleaning up some medallions.
Yeah, and this is, for anyone who might have joined late, kind of a bummer for Mr. Martin, because had already cleared this dungeon out, but had a VC crash and just decided to leave it for, to come back for later, so...
I mean, it was the right decision. He knew that this was in the front, what you needed, and then there's nothing in the back. Just wait till bomb shoes, you can just fly through it.
Oh, yeah. With that Din's way of the hero. And Ikola
Nice
doing a
quick
good
grab
job.
from Ikola.
I say to narrow the gap a little bit, because Karyosa had Morpha get away a couple of times, so... But yeah, chat pointing out, Karyosa remembers that Din's way of the hero. And 2 hours, 32 minutes, Mr. Martin grabbing iron boots at 50 skulls. Considering that crash, still, again, a good time. All of our runners have done a nice job to make good work of the 50 skull seed. Still never saw that other scale, though. A lot of places it could be, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of the seed that's left. That's why you're seeing, you know, these times that are like 2:30. Well, winter's sub 2:30, and we're waiting for another one. But that's why you can get a time that quick. Is you never had to go to well, never had to go to GT, never had to go to ice. Now a lot of people did go to ice because of adult spawn, but you didn't have to.
You never do.
GTD was unrequired. I mean, if you just, you know, do some of that early progression you normally do of, you know, adult hack, and if you check Valley from the child spawn, and you just take it to Deku, you all of a sudden are almost done with the seed.
Speaking of being almost done with the seed, 2 hours, 33 minutes, Kola picking up that last medallion. Gonna head back to the Temple of Time, jump forward a couple years, head up for that final Ganon fight.
Yep.
Cola is taking the iron boots to the lab diving.
Okay. I mean, this is fair. It could be, you know, Din's Wath to get a gold scale, and the boomerang's just sitting there. And since you're right there from water, it's sensible. Oh, Cariosa preluded out of shadow.
We keep getting hit with these, like, way out
Bait and
left field
switch.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Karios is going. We've got Icola, though, is heading
Wait,
into
is he
shadow.
doing big pose? Like, Ever's just doing big pose because of the market wath? He's like, oh wait, market swath. I think that's the best excuse I can do for all these people doing big pose when in... Or... No? That's not big pose, that's GTG? Is he going to Spirit? I'm not sure what Kairos is doing.
Well, and I thought we had some questions for Cola.
This might be a metagame call. So we are 10 minutes since first place finished. He might be saying, oh, if there's a 10-minute gap, then it must not be obvious, which means it's Spirit instead of Shadow. And he's just like trying to metagame off of no one else finishing yet. It's like, it must be Spirit instead of Shadow, that everyone did Shadow, and that's how Floosh won by 10 minutes plus. Maybe. This is all
No, it makes
theory.
sense. and it makes sense because he went right past Hammer Rocks. And like we said earlier, if you're checking Hammer Rocks, you're not thinking Dins. So...
This is called metagaming yourself off a cliff.
It's a shame because Cariosa was in Shadow before Icola, so...
Yep.
And Mr. Martin is
Metagame
now...
yourself off a cliff. Actually, Mr. Martin could pass Cariosa.
That's what I was going to say. Mr. Martin is now in Water Temple, so... I think Mr. Martin has ZL, though. So
Yeah.
you see the
Yeah,
route.
everyone has Yell. It'll be the same route, similar to what Cariosa and Icola did.
And if you figure, you know, I mean, crashes happen, and it definitely sucks, but if you figure that he lost maybe 20 minutes there for Mr. Martin, that, you know, puts him right in line with where everybody else would have been right now, so...
I don't know exactly how much time he lost. We might have to ask him how much he thinks he lost. I didn't know exactly how much he lost from the crash. It's hard to say when we don't have his tracker and know exactly what happened. We know he lost DC and some of adult pack.
Yeah, well, 10 to 15. I'm just saying, if you take that time off right now,
Yeah.
I feel like it puts him right in line with where everybody else is right now. So.
Oh yeah.
Cola being the only runner who really, you know, making that early. I say early in quotes because we still could have checked Deku earlier, but
The quote early Deku play.
but Cola being the only runner who really jumped ahead somewhere at some point with that Deku play. Everybody else kind of on par, so. And Icola is very close.
Yeah, it looks like Icola is going to continue on this route of play and get second on the restream. Still a ways behind Cola, but... Oh, Cola is having a time with Gandorf here.
There we go. And Cariosa grabbing the first of 2 firelock checks here in Spirit.
Yep, going for the second.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cariosa with the syndrome of I know that you know that I know that you know that the Din's fire check was on.
There's
Ooh,
second
and we
place.
do have a second place
Ryukane
finish, yeah.
at 240 flat.
And at 240.13, Icola is in go mode. Yeah, GG's for that second place finish. Cola's still a little bit just to wrap this up here.
Zelda's frying the bacon for us. Cole is going to be finishing here momentarily.
Fingers crossed for a third place finish overall here.
And there it is, in third place with a time of 2:41.33. Cola, first on the restream.
Get those GGs in chat. Well deserved, hard fought, and I love the way that you put it, Gold. Up until that right after Water Temple, I played it extremely well.
Yeah.
So. Yep, and now we've got Cariosa in the neighborhood. Is boomerang radars going off, I'm sure, getting close. But that little dip and venture over to Spirit definitely cost, because Icola is dropping the fish, getting ready to
And
be
we're
lunch.
joined by Cola. GG's.
Yo,
GG's.
Third place.
pretty good. I'm
Though
happy with it.
Though I have to ask, what was your sprouting thoughts after Water Temple?
After Water Temple, I was pretty sure that the L was gonna be across the wasteland, and it was gonna be just for the L potentially, which would suck, and that's how it turned out. So, yeah, that wasn't too great.
We were kind of all yelling at you because we were pretty sure we knew where Boomerang was.
Okay, because I had 4 weird arrows, and one of them was market, and that had to
Oh,
land.
wait, which 4 did you have?
I had a Hyrule Field, Graveyard, the Dodongo's Cavern, and Market.
Okay, so the Dodongo's Cavern way, the hero. Do you remember what was there that made it Wath?
What was there in the Dodongos? I don't know anymore.
Well, that kind of answers our
Dins.
question.
Was there hover boots in there?
It was Din's Fire, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
So, that's why we were just like, oh, Boomerang has to be in Shadow for the
I mean,
Dins
there
to be
could
with Hero.
easily still be spare key logic because I didn't have fire arrows.
Yeah, it could be.
So
But
it
at that
still
time, we already
makes
saw
sense.
Karyosa go in, so we knew the 5 keys were available.
Yeah,
So 2 checks compared to the entire dungeon.
yeah, true, but I don't know that, so.
Yeah, exactly. We're sitting here with 4 runners worth of knowledge to pull from.
Yeah. What was the last way they wrote, by the way?
You said it was Graveyard, Field. Oh, Deku Tree is the one you're missing.
Deku Tree.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. There were like a bunch of items in there.
Yet, we didn't see the Deku Tree way of the hero till after you had already done Deku, and it's like, oh, you don't say Seed.
Yeah.
Hi, there were a
Also-
couple of things you needed, right?
Yeah, for sure. Also, was there a ghost scale available somewhere?
We did not see.
We have.
Okay, so people actually had to collect the 50 skulls.
I mean, it could be Breast of Shadow, it could be Well, it could be Ganon's. Those are like big areas left that weren't checked. Same
Yeah, I
thing,
get
Fire
it.
Arrows could be there. But, I mean, if you're after Deku Tree, it's like, oh, I just need to get Iron Boots, there's my magic, and follow the Dins for Boomerang.
Yeah,
You never really have a reason to go to Well or Castle.
yeah, true. I was just following the lens where they were instead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. Lens
my
way the hero
mind-
to conceal.
In my mind, the L could have also been an ice cavern, so
Oh, some people we skipped it was Song of Storms.
yeah, I think it makes sense that people went there early.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
just
the
based
spawn
off the
location.
adult spawn.
Yeah, you spawn there and you don't have ZL forever, you kind of suspect something might be up.
Yeah. There's also 3 skulls there and 4 checks.
Yeah, true.
So it's not necessarily a bad play. It ends up not being required when you basically find Ruto's letter and hit no mode.
For sure.
I just want to say I forgot to pause your stream before you took it offline, but I took a screenshot of your bot and just slotted that in behind so you don't have a black screen on yours.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's one of the biggest mistakes I always do. I need like a reminder when somebody finishes to actually pause the stream. It always
I
happens
should
to me.
tell you.
Well, I will say, after getting the water medallion, Mr. Martin has
Sorry.
gone straight to Shadow.
Why
Yeah,
is
you
Karyosa running
probably
up river?
read it better than-
His Karios is in the river, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has Scale and Serenade.
Well, Cola, I will say, we complimented you quite a few times because out of all the on-stream runners, you were the first one to go to Deku, and you were prioritizing skulls like it was going out of business. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
You had built such a lead that you could go to Spirit, go do some other stuff, and still come out on top. So it was some well-routed, well-played.
Yeah, the 50 skulls were really easy for my route, I don't know. Like, they just came naturally,
Mhm.
pretty much. I think what helped a lot was having the bug bottle early on, and then the hook shot
Yep.
immediately. I don't know. It just went pretty well with skull collecting.
Yeah, both those items help get a lot of skulls. And the early bomb bag.
Oh, true, yeah. That was funny that there's just 2 bomb bags chilling next to each other. On the scrub.
Oh, were there 2 in that grotto? I missed
Yeah.
that. I think the first one in that grotto was Karyos, and I think he only had 20 rupees, so I only saw the 1 bomb bag.
Okay, yeah, there were 2
I
in
think that's
there.
might be what happened.
I was making sure that I always have enough money for the scrubs to not
Yeah.
double dip it.
What have you thought about the scrubs being added to weekly settings?
Oh, I like scrubs. I don't have any issues with it. Like, it makes sense to exclude the Dungus Cavern and Ganon's Castle ones because those places would just be way overpowered with scrubs.
It was the first weekly with scrubs on. The DC had like 3 or 4 items.
Yeah, that's what happened. And when those were on, and then you were just in go mode like an hour into the seed always.
Yep.
I'm so curious if the fish maybe found the gold scale. This time seems to suggest that, maybe.
It could have just been an earlier Deku play and realizing that with the Dins, that could just be go mode.
I guess that's true, like, if you found all the items early on, then that makes sense.
Like, with the way the sea is laid out, it's feasible that you could be running from
Like,
go. You could be in
if-
no mode for like an hour, and if you spend an
Yeah.
hour collecting skulls, like, you get to 50.
And there was
Yeah,
so
that's
much
true.
you could skip. So many things you didn't ever have to touch.
Yeah, you didn't even have to get ZL at all. That's the funny part.
Yeah, you saved a little bit on the other runners by doing water temp without zeal, just see if you can complete it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Might as well try.
Yeah,
paid out,
some of the other
yeah.
runners, activated the guard in as child to go to GTG and, cross the
Yeah.
wasteland to get the song.
I mean,
But,
it
fair play.
It also made sense, like, to do that while collecting skulls to cross, to be
Yep.
honest, but I was already so far up on the skulls that I didn't really need the skulls
Yep.
that I would get when crossing, so I don't know.
No, I like when they were
Yeah.
doing it, I didn't hit the play, it's just then all of a sudden you go into Deku Tree, it's like, oh, you should have gone to Deku Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what broke it. Like, if you hadn't been in Deku, there were a lot of good options and things to check, especially because you had such an early bow, early hook shot, strength if you did the diving game. Like, there
Yeah.
were things available pretty early on, even, but once you went to Deku Tree, it was pretty
Oh, there
obvious
was
that you were done.
there was a strength on the diving game? What?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zora.
Ariosa got that as a first strength.
Okay, cool. I got my first strength in forest, which
Yeah,
was
you
pretty
and-
good.
I think you and Ikola got that one. I think Mr. Martin didn't go to Forest early and ended up getting the first strength off 30.
Oh god.
That didn't help his time. Also, the VC crash.
Oh, he VC crashed, that was bad.
Yeah, it was early, so he lost, I think, a good chunk of the adult clear, so he lost DC, I think some of CAC.
Yeah, if you didn't save in a while early on, it's really painful.
Yeah. But not too far behind as he's now heading to Jabu. Karios is in the middle of it, and Ikola is now climbing, so
Yeah,
a good recovery.
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
There's still only 3 people finished. Ikola could end up being 4th here on Restream.
I mean, there's not that many people in the race this time around, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, it is a small weekly 24.
Yeah, and to some of the stuff we were talking about how you went to Spirit and stuff, Kariosa actually was a little bit into Shadow. A couple of checks in and bailed out thinking I think we're thinking maybe it was a meta gameplay, but was thinking maybe it's the Firelock Spirit stuff. And then Ikola passed Kariosa, so they were step for step.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all around good times for having to clear 50 skulls. I know it's not, I'm being more dramatic because I'm terrible at skull collecting, but it still takes up a lot of time, so good times across the board, really.
Oh, sure, it does take some time, but it's not like it takes an hour or something to just collect the skulls that are on the path. I don't know, probably adds like 10 minutes or something to the time. I think that's a fair estimate.
Like, skull seeds get bad when it's not many extras to collect. This seed had a few that you could collect, but not necessarily a ton. You could get some out of logic, though.
Yeah, for sure, you could get a lot out of logic, which is really helpful.
Yep. I never actually pulled up the tracker to see how many it was out of, because 50 locked crossing the wasteland to get ZL, and which locked Forest Temple and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something else that I think I might have mentioned, or maybe it was you, Golden, early on, but there wasn't really any major locations, like, that it was pushing you towards until you had, you know, obviously when you went through Dig the Tree, that was good, but there was never a place that was like, oh yeah, go here, there's a lot you can do.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much, like, at least not obvious, from what the sea was telling me.
No, it's really weird, and then until you find a case where it's like, oh, well, Deku Tree is a good play, it's a medallion, and then it just
Yeah.
hands you 3 of your 4 items for go mode.
I mean, I didn't really expect that there would be just 3 items in there, but
I don't think really anyone did.
yeah.
Alright, so we've got a Baronade fight on Cariosa's side. Beginning the second half of the Ganon fight for Icola, and Mr. Martin. making
No,
good
that's
progress.
first phase of Ganon. He beat Ganondorf, but is just starting Ganon.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Starting the Ganon side of the fight for Icola, and Mr. Martin making good progress through Jabu.
Yep. And there's Baronade down from Cariosa. Decent time with it. I think there's the struggle on the second puff phase. And we have a 4th place finish. Conditioner at 256.40.
GG's.
And with closed progress, we'll probably have 5 runners at sub 3 this seed. Yep, and there is Frykle, the last down on the Ganon, just needs to wait out the cutscene and stab him in the face.
What a lovely sentence. And there we go. Get those GG's in chat. Icola
GGs.
finishing 5th place, second on the restream with a time of 2 hours, 57 minutes, 39 seconds. Well deserved.
It looks like he won't be joining for an interview, which, I mean, understandable. I believe he's European, and it's getting a little late over there.
Yeah, kind of.
Just a little bit.
I think Icola is French, and they
Yeah.
are also not very comfortable with the language, so...
Mm. That very well could be. Because, yeah, I was thinking he was French, and yeah, if you're not comfortable with English, less likely to want to do an interview, especially at this time of night when
Yeah.
you're kind of thinking a little more asleep.
It's kind of 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
As
another
well,
European.
so
It's getting a little late.
I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
GG.
some rest.
Have a good
GG.
night.
Alright, see you around.
Yep, and with that, Cariosa is making the climb up. Mr. Martin kind of on this last third here of Jabu's belly. And while we're kind of making progress through this endgame sequence here, really for both runners, I do want to say again, huge shout out to all 4 of the on-stream runners. Tons of hard work and practice go into making these runs so enjoyable to watch for us. And Cola and iCola put on some good displays today. Cola walking away with the 3rd place finish overall and 1st place on the restream. And
Yeah, do
iCola's
give those 4 runners a follow if you want to see Hooter content. They're all, as you can tell from their skill, they're good runners, and that comes with a lot of practice. And they do play a lot of seeds.
That's perfect timing because
stream
we've
them.
just hit 3 hours too. Perfect timing to shout out the runners, and also, while we're here, also Goldfish and Virtual Knife Inline, thank you so much for talking us through this match. And if you need even more people to click some buttons and check out after the stream, there's 4 people there were because 2 of them are done. All of them are done because it's go mode. All of them are done now. But thank you so much for your time, Tigo, Ninja, Ginger, Sonny, and No Pain, Nimble, and Teal Runway for tracking this match. Clicking the buttons, making sure that at any point anyone can hop in and just see what the state of the match is. But yeah, it's been a fun time. It's been a fun restream.
So, fun side note, iCola went back into the game to mess around a bit, and he just pulled a big quiver from under icy waters.
Well, there's another bow.
Sorry to interrupt you, but did anyone else hear that while I'm still unmuted? Did anyone else hear that crackling there? Because I heard some crackling on my end. You probably didn't. I'm just making sure that isn't like a side effect of my like the
Negative?
compressor filters.
I didn't hear anything.
If the restream here, that was my compressor filter. Sorry about that, folks.
But the big thing with that bow under icy waters, Graveyard's Way the hero for Minuet. Not the bow. Now, it allowed people to get the bow, but that's not a Way the hero bow. That's
Nope,
mainly why I wouldn't bring that up.
No, that's too much for my brain. Maybe just because it's too late and I've been staring at this for 3 hours, but yep, no, that kind of breaks my brain. That's unbelievable. It was so easy. Like, we pulled bow and you're like, oh, there's your bow. Graveyard Way of the hero. So, well, that ruins that.
Nope, it's for Minuet. Way the hero lens to get ZL, to get Minuet in a Way the hero location. Which you could totally circumnavigate.
Well, at least the Way of the hero hints led to some other things that were important.
Yes.
Yeah, big thanks to everybody. Gold, it was a real pleasure to call this one with you. Had some fun up here in the booth. Thanks.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed being on this side rather than running this weekly. Especially since I already played a seed once today.
Oh, that's like 7 hours of Zooter.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time I've played multiple seeds in a day. Wouldn't be the last either, let's be honest.
Well, hopefully you can be at least tuning off this one pretty shortly, because Mr. Martin is walking into the tower climb here.
Yep. Martin's in the tower, Karios is on the pig.
Did somebody say bacon?
No pen name girl, one of our great trackers, is saying Meadows get best trick for anyone to learn. But I will point out that we had access to Minuet. We never found a slingshot. B1 skip is a very important trick to know how to skip around that slingshot if it never shows up. Now, of course, we had bombs so you could ground jump it, but it is less important in these closed Deku seeds, but in open Deku, very important trick. And there,
All right.
Karyosa finishes in 6th with a time of 3:04:39. Excuse me.
GG's.
It looks like I have not heard back from Karyosa, if he wants to interview.
Well,
We'll see.
Karyosa is another French runner, so, you know, might just be heading off to bed.
Yeah, I could have just headed straight to bed, maybe.
Hard to say.
Whoa, what the? Yo, definitely just heard that, right?
No,
No.
I'm sorry.
Did you have do you have Martin's audio up?
No, I do not.
There's definitely some massive crackling there on that, so hold on, that might have been...
It looks like chat's confirming it. So,
Yep, there was definitely
okay.
some massive crackling, but that was not on my end. I did not have any compressor filters active left over. That was on Martin's end.
And Karyosa did confirm that he will not be coming in for
Yep.
the interview.
Just saw that too in the race trim room.
Well, GG's nonetheless. Hard fought. Awesome job.
Wait,
Well, it looks like Mr. Martin is on pace to possibly get 7th unless someone pulls a snipe off here.
I really would have liked to ask Karyosa about that spirit play, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, we know what's going on with the meta. But
I'm pretty sure it's a metagame. Karyosa does have a tendency to play pretty aggressively,
also...
and it's gotten him quite a lot of weekly wins, but I think that was just one of those plays like, oh, someone's finished, and it's been 10 minutes, no one else is finished. It's Spirit, let's go. And just tried to meta, and, well,
Yeah.
there was a little bit of a cliff there.
Can we also just point out Martin's music on this fight? Can we just point that out?
I can't be in on the joke, George. I can't hear it. I'll set up my interfaces next time differently so I can hear the music.
All I'm hearing is the Ganon getting hit noise. I'm trying to pick up on the background noise.
It's the old music. Gotta have a chill ending to your slicing Ganon.
Yep. Nice chill music while you're munching on your bacon.
Which is funny, because my brother usually makes self-made burgers on Sunday, so tomorrow, and puts bacon on top of it. So,
Well, I guess
Watching-
you're not necessarily mentioning bacon now, you're currently preparing the bacon.
exactly.
Slicing it up.
It's the bacon I'm eating
Zelda's about
tomorrow.
to fry it. Zelda's frying your bacon.
So crispier or chewier? How do you do your bacon?
More crispier.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah,
Same,
that's Martin
yeah.
finishing up too.
Yep.
Yeah, using that magic hammer.
Ah, Paladin Link, I love it.
I do want to point
That
out
is a
here before
True
Martin...
mana style using the hammer to become Paladin Link.
I want to point out before Martin joins us here that, like, when I put on this group, I definitely did not expect that the first player on Rooster would only be third overall. I definitely did not expect that. So lots of
mean-
toss-ups today.
These top 7 they're all fairly similar in skill level, so it's not necessarily surprising.
All right, well, that's the restream. Oh, that's the wrong scene, everyone. Hold up, that's the. We're not done yet. We have an interview left over. I did bet the last restream too.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
will. Martin will come in, and we'll still have a little bit of an interview with him.
We
The
have.
one
Speaking of Martin coming in,
North
hello
American
there.
runner.
Hello, Martin. How's it going?
Hey,
GG's.
Martin, GG's.
Hello, GG's.
Sorry about that VC crash. Bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that was kind of bad. But it wasn't as bad. I just forgot the hoverboard when I went back.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost like, I don't know how much I lost, maybe like 10 minutes, because I lost all of DC.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing.
I mean, you made a smart decision to wait to, grab the Din's Fire, then just wait for the bomb choose to finish it. No
Yeah.
reason to go all the way around. Well,
Yeah, at
you
least
might
there
have
wasn't
clavering
anything
skulls.
there. Yeah, just the skulls. The skulls is the only thing that I missed
Yeah.
at the end. So yeah, you can finish this without CL.
Yes, Cola almost did. He just forgot that Din's Fire was necessarily where the hero was following the market more than the DC, and ran out to Spirit after completing Water without ZL.
Yeah, if only I do Deku earlier. I don't go for CL.
That's how Cola won the restream, is he did Deku before any of the other 4 of you did. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way I find everything I need in Deku, right? Well,
Well, I got bad news for you. Everything you need is in Deku.
I don't think any of us did. It's just like we saw Cole pull a hammer. It's like, oh, there's a hammer. That's progression. That's 50 skulls in logic. Like, let's just go. And then all of a sudden, like, everything else just happens to be in Deku. It's like, okay, season's over.
Yeah.
See you next
yeah,
time.
and you can get a child 1 as well. Oh,
Yes,
that's so
no
bad.
one did. I mean, maybe Fluflush did as the race winner, but if you got Deku in Child 1, good for you.
Yeah,
there-
if I do Deku before crossing Wasteland, I don't do GTG. I don't go all the way to there. I just
I mean,
try
why
to
would
win
you?
CLS. Yeah.
Yeah, there are
And
a
also
number...
the 30 skulls strength, man.
So you're the only one to get that first strength there. Kairos got his first off a diving minigame in Zora's Domain.
Wait, I got 2 strengths.
And then the other one was in Forest,
in
which
Forest.
Cola and Martin just picked up seeing if they could do Forest, like seeing how far they could get without strength in Forest, just picking up a strength on the, I think it was the Salpos.
Yeah, Forest was my first one.
Oh, Forest was your first one? I thought you meant...
Yeah, but I meant that 30 skulls because I went all the way to GTG Spirit without
Yep.
second strength, and then I go and see the hint, and I had like 26 skulls or something.
Yeah,
This
I mean-
didn't matter.
not required. You only need strength
Yeah.
1.
Yep.
May I pop in for a technical question?
Yeah. Okay.
Martin, I just want to say we can talk about this off the stream a little bit, but there seems to be an audio issue on your stream. We noticed that during the Ganon fight. Just letting you know in advance.
An audio issue?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you. Just making sure that we don't forget afterwards.
Okay, I'll check it.
If you have some time after the stream.
Okay.
But yeah, aside from that, yeah, very entertaining race. Very much a toss-up. I just when I started off this race, I did not expect that anyone would finish in front of combined Cola and Cariosa.
I mean, I think the top 7 in this race
Yeah.
are all
Goldfish
similar skill
disagrees
level.
with me.
Like the
Goldfish
top 7,
disagrees.
you got top 32s and high
Yeah.
challenge cup runners.
Yep. But I
mean,
guess I've
part
been
of the-
proven wrong again.
Part of the
Still a
problem, though,
40
is
minute difference, right?
I don't. It was such a toss-up. You really didn't
Yeah.
have to go so many places, and this is
Yeah.
not a normal seed. You can skip
Yeah.
so much, and even talking about not needing ZL, there's a lot you could avoid.
Storms that looked
Rush
at a
Deku.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, hey, if you go to early Deku, it's a completely different
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, you just rush skulls.
But yeah, as we're heading out here, I just want to give a wonderful shout out. Once again, I know we did like this 10 minutes before, but just to close out the stream, just again, thank you to everyone making this possible. It was a highly entertaining restream. Cola, Carias, and Martin, and Icola volunteering to have their perspectives, you know, shown restreamed by, you know, other people. And thank you so much for running this. Also, Goldfish and Breaker and Knife Inline for commentating us through this match. Thank you so much. Also, that's a double comment right there. And also, while their job here is done, you know, they've been sitting here for like 3 hours clicking all the buttons. T-Grenadier Ginger, Sunny Open, Name Girl, and Hill Runway for tracking this race. Thank you so much. It's always appreciated with your time. But with that being said, if there's anything else you want to say, then now will be the time, but if not, then I can quickly shout out what's going to be happening next on ZSR.
No, just thanks for having us. GG's to the runners, and yeah, thanks to the trackers, everybody on the restream. And Goldie, real pleasure to join you in the booth. Thanks.
Yep, fun race.
Alright.
Yeah, thanks for the restream.
No problem. As we heard right here, I just want to remind everyone, as usual, if you're looking for more OoT Randomizer, there's the EU Weekly tomorrow at, if you know, for the NA folks here, it's at 9 a.m. Eastern, but we normally, you know, advertise it as because it's an EU race, as the usual time of 3 p.m. Central European Summertime, but it's the same time, just in a different time zone. Also, that's what we're going to be sending you over right now. We have a little bit of a special surprise for you. The Grand Finals Game 1 match of the Trotter vs. Anyperson tournament was moved up an hour. So it's actually happening right now. It's already started on ZSR main. So we're going to be raiding over to that. Aside from it, I also want to shout out that tomorrow, on Sunday, is a Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup match between Structural Mike and Malax and Polos. That's going to be game 3 of their round 4 match. And that is happening at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, 1:10 p.m. sorry, 1:10 p.m. tomorrow on Sunday, or 7:10 p.m. Central European Summertime. But I think that's pretty much all I want to say here, so I think I will pass it back to Goldfish and Fisher Inline, and you can end the stream, and we'll send you all on a raid.
Have a good night, everyone.
Take care. Good night, everyone.
Right.